Hi everyone, Dr. Joe Messenger here. Thanks for tuning in. What has the law of threes, the rule of threes, and connecting to country got in common? What are the law of threes? So let's start there. When you set out making a decision about something that you want to do in your life, you generally start off and don't necessarily have a full idea of what it is that you're going to do. But as you head off into life, you gain experience. And at some point you get to where you go, okay, I know what I'm doing, and you've got a bit of a clue. And then at some point again, you go, you know what, I've got no idea what's going on. I'll give this a shot. So off you go again, you give things another try, you've got no idea. Oh yeah, I know what I'm doing. I've got things sorted now, and you end up going around your lap of infinity. Now at this point, this is often a point of perturbation. You know, have you learnt from your experiences, or are you going to do another lap around the same lesson? If you've learnt your lessons, if you've learnt from your experiences, at this point you have the opportunity to go up to the next octave. So rather than repeat the same experiences, repeat the same lessons, you can go up to the next octave. And at this point again, it's like you don't necessarily know what you're doing, but you head off, you give it a shot. Oh yeah, you've got a bit of a clue. Yep, I know what's going on. Oh my God, I've got no idea. And then, okay, let's go this way. You know, don't know what I'm doing. Yes, I do. I know what's going on. Yep, got this sorted. And same again, you can end up back at this point of perturbation, but wiser than you were here because you've got experience and you've got more information, you've got more knowledge. And again, you can either go up to the next octave or do another lap around the same lessons. So up to the next octave, same, you know, what's going on? No, you don't. Yes, you do. No, you don't. And back here. So with every lesson that we set for ourselves in life, because we pack into our suitcase before we incarnate, we'll choose 3 lessons and we'll choose 3 happy times, because there's always balance. You know, it's never complete misery and it's never complete fantasy, fantastic. There's always balance. So when you pack into your suitcase, when you pack into your physical body what you're choosing to learn and what you're choosing to master for this lifetime, whether it's something that you didn't quite master previously or whether it's something new that you've set for yourself to experience, there are 3 levels of the particular lesson. There's 3 levels of the particular wound, if you like. And each of these has like a diamond structure in between. So if you know anything about my work, you'll be starting to recognize the familiarity of the sequence of the diamonds, the sacred geometry throughout our lifetimes, throughout our lessons, throughout our experiences, throughout where we are living up to our soul purpose or where we're sucking our thumb and going, poor me, it's too hard, I want to quit, I want out of here. You know, it's our choice every step of the way. So whether your lessons are to do with, say, finances, you know, maybe you spent your money unwisely, or maybe you were a bit scroogey and not generous enough. And then maybe you lent money to somebody who never paid you back, or you learnt the lessons of, you know, equal giving and receiving, being wise who you lend your money to or not. And then the mastery of how much to spend, how much to save, how much to invest, etc., etc. Or whether your lessons are around relationships, you know, whether it's a subservient relationship where someone is giving more than they're receiving, or whether there's inequality in power or whatever, to get to the point of equal giving and receiving. You know, maybe someone's stuck in a relationship because they would actually really like to leave, but their religious beliefs say if you're married, you stay there forever. Or if friends and family would be a bit upset if you left the relationship. You know, what would other people think? You know, at some point you have to get to that part where you are in an equal giving and receiving relationship on your terms, not because the church says, your family says, or your current partner says, etc., on your terms. Or maybe your lessons are to do with health. You know, maybe haven't given yourself the right amount or balance of nutrition or exercise, or whatever it is, with the lessons with respect to health, to where you get to the, maybe you listen to the Heart Foundation and ate the foods that they give the tick to, rather than you eating what you know is right for you. Do you follow me? Okay, so 3 octaves of whatever the lessons are that you have chosen for yourself. This is the rule of 3s. And we use it in our languaging, even in auctions, going, gone. They don't go going, and they don't go going. It's going, gone. It's 3. 1, 2, 3. Primary, secondary, tertiary. Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Child, woman, crone. It's like there's a rhythm to the 3s and a strength in the 3s. So even while I'm talking here, you can be a little bit self-contemplative and go, well, okay, in my own current lessons, where am I at? And am I prepared to go to the next level now, or am I just going to go round and round the same thing? Am I going to go, poor me, it's too hard? Or are we going to go, you know what, I'm going to master this. I'm going to find equal balance. I'm doing it now, if not now, when? So what has this got to do with connecting to country? It's got everything. Okay, so in the past, we have been taught to ground ourselves, to send our grounding cords down into the earth like a tree. Okay, especially important if you're living, like I am in Australia. If you're living down here, really important to send your grounding cords in and help give gravity a bit of a hand, so that you're connecting into the earth. Because if you get your amazing ideas, it's like if the light bulb goes on. If you get your amazing idea, but you're not grounded, then you will have idea upon idea upon idea and never finish anything, never see anything through. And so this is really frustrating way to live. When you have a great idea, you want to be able to make the steps to bring it into form, to have it to be practically useful. So at level 1 of grounding, this is putting your roots down like a tree. Now here's the thing, if you have small ideas, small local things that you're doing, whatever, you might not need roots that go very far. If you have got huge ideas, if you have got huge plans, huge responsibilities, huge commitments for what you're doing in this lifetime, you need bigger roots. You can't have a giant tree with teensy-weensy little roots. But also, if you're a beautiful violet, if you're here to spread beauty and love and whatever, if you're a beautiful little violet flower, you don't need the roots of a giant tree. Do you follow me? You need what's right for you. You need what's right for what you're here to do. But here's the thing, what you are here to do now is changing. Because You're at that point, and so is everybody, of that opportunity of going up to the next octave. The world's changing, and you can change productively along with it, or you can get just sucked into the quicksand, really. So, level 1 of grounding, we put our roots down. Over the last however many years, decades, whenever, we were taught then to extend our grounding cords down to the core of the earth. Okay, so rather than just put our roots down like a tree, to send our grounding cords down to the core of the earth from our feet. And this is in all of the cultures, isn't it? This isn't just in spiritual, metaphysical, energy healing type learning environment. Indigenous Australians talk about the song lines through the planet. Celtic traditions talk about the ley lines through the planet. In Chinese traditions, they talk about the dragon lines, the dragon energies through the planet. So just like we have meridians going through our body that acupuncturists and massage therapists and reflexologists rely on or use as their avenue for natural healing, same with the lines of energy through the planet. So level 1 grounding, roots into the earth. Level 2 grounding, connecting to the core of the earth. Okay, and people who are outside a lot, especially not necessarily, but especially outside and moving, the runners, the walkers, the gardeners, the landscapers, the builders, when they're outside, they are feeding this, they are adding to this. People who are inside all the time, especially if you live above the ground in an apartment building or work above the ground, if you wear shoes all the time, if you're insulated from the earth, then it blocks this connection. It makes it harder for you to manifest your ideas and bring them into manifestation, to bring them into creation. So now the thing is, at the moment, with all the radical changes that are going on in the world, and as without, so within, you have the opportunity to go up to your 3rd level of learning whatever it is that your lessons are. And you might find it's not just money, it might be money and relationships, it might be money and relationships and health, it might be taking your power back, it might be equality, whatever these levels are for you with respect to where you're at. It's like with this 3rd level, you need 3rd level grounding. And what's that? Okay, now just as we have the main energy centers in our physical body, let's find something that was prepared forever ago. So with the Master Diamond Blueprint for your body, you have the 9 main energy centers up the main line of energy, and you have 13 main energy centers up the 2 side lines of the body. So you've got your center line, you've got the masculine line, the feminine line, 9 energy centers up the middle, 13 down each side. Now, same with the planet. There are major energy centers for the planet, and this, it's like they are the places on the planet that people are drawn to. Uluru, Katajuta, Lake Titicaca, Mount Shasta, Glastonbury. It's like the places that people are naturally drawn to recenter, to reground themselves, to reconnect with their spirit so that the ideas can land in their consciousness in the first place. So the 3rd level of grounding requires you to connect your energy centers with the energy centers of the planet. So rather than just connecting your roots, your bottom energy centers with the planet, connecting all of your energy centers with the energy centers of the planet. Now, good news for you is you don't have to know where they are. You don't have to go do a whole bunch of study, etc., etc. That's my job. And this is why I've got a masterclass coming up really soon, taking you step by step into reconnecting. Well, for some people, it'll be connecting for the first time. So either way, whether it's connecting for the first time or reconnecting your energy centers to the energy centers of the planet, so that no matter if you have small plans, no matter if you have a small responsibility, no matter if you have large plans, no matter if you have a huge responsibility. And here's the thing, what you've done in the past might not be what you're going to be doing in the future. You know you're not who you used to be, you know, and the planet certainly isn't what it used to be. So it's really your own personal decision. Do you keep repeating things of the past? You know, your job, your relationship, your thoughts, your ways, your habits, your addictions, because it's familiar? Or do you embrace the leap of faith, so to speak? And what will you do next? You know, I highly recommend that you do what's in line with your soul purpose. Even simply for the fulfillment value. If you're just doing things with how we've recently done them in the physical world, you know, for the applause, for the approval, for the money, for the status, for the keeping the parents happy, for, you know, whatever it is, it can leave you feeling unfulfilled. You know, it's like, it's really important where we're going to have our hearts involved in this, so that we can feel fulfilled as well as do the things that we came here to do. So if this is something that speaks to your heart, if it's something that is what you would like to speed up, I guess, you know, it's like, do it easier. I'm all for doing, if there's an easy way and a hard way, I'm all for doing it the easy way. Then find the link, sign up for the class, and I look forward to working with you soon.